always his work my father cared about. His research. He tried to save his work. I tried to save him.
Hello there, Sera from 17 once again, introducing you to Act 4 of my Gears of War 3 Insane Difficulty video walkthrough. And this is Chapter 6, Watery Grave. And this is significantly easier than the last few levels have been, because we are on rails. And it's actually pretty cool. I remember, I don't think it was the first E3, but it was pretty far back, when they were first announcing some of the features of Gears 3, one of the pieces of information that leaked was underwater levels. And my initial thoughts were something along the lines of Lost Planet 2, where you literally went underwater and you were moving with a suit on and shit. And I was expecting like underwater cover, and I don't know how it was going to work, but I got my mind set on this madness of, you know, cover to cover, slow motion shooting. And luckily enough, it wasn't anything as ridiculous as that, although it might have been fun. Instead, we're in a submarine. And this is about as simple as game design goes. There's going to be some animals that will attack us. I'm not too sure what they are. I don't think they're lambent or locust. But they're nasty and they start to crack your submarine, so you need to shoot them. And you've got cannons to do so. The cannons do overheat, much like the Troika, so you'll have to cool them with the right bumper. But it's a case of, you shoot some of the creatures, they get more aggressive, you shoot more of the creatures. You get attacked by a Leviathan, who's pretty simple as long as you shoot him in the right places. Then you have to clear some mines in a minefield. Then you have to shoot some turrets and some missiles, so there's nothing really challenging about any of this. That statue right there, though, to my right, that crazy winged looking thing, I have no idea what it is, no idea what kind of iconography it is in the Gears universe, but what I do know is, if you noticed on the Centennial Bridge, off in the distance there was a statue just like it. I wonder what it's a symbol of. I should really look into that, see if I can find it. Maybe it's just some kind of, you know, design piece that one of the designers thought was cool and had to throw around to make the levels look a little bit more interesting. And that's actually one of the greatest strengths of this underwater mission. The caustic effects and the lighting is fantastic. I mean, look at those vents. Those just bubbles and glistening glows, and it's just madness. But here we are, we're getting attacked, and you will be able to tell how close you are to dying because your screen cracks. But luckily enough, the submarine has regenerating, you know, windows, so it'll ROM-seal that crack away for you. And you'll notice, you'll see it now as it gradually fades and then goes back to just looking a bit smoggy. So you do take a bit of a beating. It's not like you know, the cover-based stuff where you take a few shots and then you should really take cover. On this, you will take a pounding, so don't worry about being completely efficient with your shots. Just enjoy the level and enjoy the awesome lighting. 'Cause, I mean, look at that. You can just see shafts and everything. It's as if the heavens are descending. It just looks great. I don't know. It came out of nowhere. It was a nice little surprise, and it is funny because you can turn this thing completely 360 and you can look and see all the other members of Delta Squad on the other turrets, which is kind of cool. But just enjoy the journey. So, the other day I was playing some Horde mode on Gears of War 3, and everybody knows now that Horde mode, you know, 2.0 or whatever the hell they're calling it, some contrived mechanic, is pretty damn fun. It's pretty damn good, and it's real enjoyable. I was looking at the numbers the other day. There was only 9,000 people playing at 8 o'clock at night, and I don't know if that's a good number for Horde, but it sounds kind of bad to me. Obviously, Call of Duty kind of confuses my scale when it comes to how many people should be online at one time, because that game is ridiculously popular. But 9,000 people seemed kind of low, and I don't know why. Maybe I was searching the wrong area, but you hit a checkpoint there, so if you do make any mistakes in the upcoming area, this is where you'll start from. This is also where the Leviathan starts to attack you. All you have to do is shoot its mouth and just keep watching this as if it was a film. But 9,000 people are playing, and I jumped in a game, and I've already mentioned that everybody quits out of Horde, and it seems to be a massive problem unless you're playing with friends. And I joined one the other day, and I was actually going to capture it, but I forgot to, and I should have, because I got a ton of sniper shots which I could put into a montage or something and throw on some music over. Because that's definitely something I'm going to be doing with the Gears 3, because I did it with Gears 2 to test my PVR, so it's kind of like sticking with the tradition. But we did some Horde up to wave 26 on, I think it's Mercy. And it's the really grassy level where at the middle on one side is the stairs that lead up to that like that kind of, you know, awning slash, I don't even know what the hell it is. It's a raised platform. It's like a balcony that's got the mortar launcher on it. And we were having a really good game. The only criticism I had was the host was using his Lancer. I assume he was the host. I know they say it's dedicated servers, but he must have just been the guy with the better connection, because the guy was doing nothing but Lance, and he was getting all the kills. So everybody would be shooting at these dudes, and he would be finishing every single one of them. And I don't know if he was a master at active reloads or he was just, you know, really lucky, but it seemed as if it was something strange, and he kept getting the most points every round for like the first 10 rounds, and I didn't understand how he was doing it, because I was getting headshots, I was getting, you know, one-shot kills, I was getting quad kills, grenade tags, I was doing all sorts of madness, and I just could not eat this motherfucker out to get first place. And then after that he kind of fell away, and everybody started having a turn, but it was super fun. The only thing that sucks about playing with randoms is everybody's trying to get the kills, so if somebody goes down, they don't even look at the kill feed to see whose it is. And I'm actually quite respectful when I play Gears, because I went for the original seriously, and people stealing your downs was the bane of that achievement, and I never got it because of arseholes. But someone else gets a down, and I see it on the kill feed, and it's not mine. I don't even go near it. I turn away and trying to find another target, but unfortunately, the arseholes that play the games are nowhere near as, you know, as nice, and they just steal everything. So in the end, I was literally running around with a sniper rifle and a shotgun, because what my shotgun didn't kill in one shot, I was headshotting with the rifle, and I was having a lot of fun. And it's the furthest I've actually got on Horde, because a lot of my friends who I generally play with are all busy with, you know, preoccupied things between girlfriends, working, and all sorts of life things. So we can't hammer it like we used to, and when they're on, I'm uploading, so I can't play online, and all kinds of nonsense like that. So I haven't really had a chance to give it too much of a hammer, but we had 2 of the boss encounters, and both times it was just random enemies, and I don't know how they're generated, but I assumed it to be a boss character, but it seems like it's just something backed up by plenty of other things, because we got corpses both times, and they were backed up by grinders and all sorts of madness. I haven't fought the armoured Cantuses yet, which I'm looking forward to taking down, seeing how tough they are in Horde. I fought the Lambert Berserker, she's pretty tough. She also glitches on that stadium map if you shoot down that Jumbotron, which is fucking gay. But I don't know, I'm really looking forward to playing it. I just wish that the kills counted towards your Onyx medals, because you do get ribbons in it, they're just a little bit deceptive, and it just kind of sucks, it really does. But there's no what you can do about it, so you've just got to, you know, chin up and get on with it. So this is the last level of Act 4, we will then be on Act 5. It is another long act, so if you were hoping for the game to be nearly over for whatever reason, you still have a hell of a lot to go. But luckily enough, most of the situations are very easy to do, there's nothing too challenging until the last boss, which I mentioned in the last video, and she's a giant bitch. She's absolutely evil. It's not even funny. But I have been hammering these uploads for quite some time, what with Resistance 3, Deus Ex, and now this. After this one, my uploads will slow, purely because there aren't really any other games to make guides for at the moment that I think are, you know, a necessity to have up on my channel. And plus, I'm going to be starting back at university on Monday, so it's probably going to be getting cut down to maybe 1 to 3 videos a week, or 1 video a day. That's if I can. If my workload is too heavy, it'll have to suffer, but I will still try and be as active as I possibly can, because I do enjoy this, and there's a lot of people that are actually following me now, which is an awesome prospect, and I want to make the best content I can so that people enjoy it. But once you've shot the mines in the little maelstrom there, you'll hit another checkpoint, and this is the part where you will be taking on the turrets. And this bit kind of sucks. It's not very fun. It's kind of coined in to make the level a little bit longer. There's the turrets. They kind of look like a rip-off of something from Tron. They fire really ridiculous-looking missiles, and you have to shoot them before they hit your shuttle. I've never been hit by a missile that's killed me, should I say. I've been hit by one before, so I don't know how many it takes. I wouldn't risk it. Just try to shoot as many as you can. But there is absolutely no reason to fail on this section. It is very simple. And if you're playing it in co-op or anything like that, then you'll probably piss it anyway. But that actually enables me to segue onto an interesting little thing that I can talk about here, because there's not a lot of strategy to divulge on moments like this. And if you've never commentated over gameplay where you're used to giving strategy, or you don't have a topic on mind that you want to talk about, it can be very difficult to fill the spaces, and one thing I do pride myself on my commentaries is there's never the awkward pauses that there are in many others, and I definitely think that's a strength and something that makes me a little bit more unique than some of the, the average random YouTube dudes. But the thing I'm going to approach is, it's hard to say this because I don't want to offend people, but at the same time it pisses me off. And anything that pisses me off is generally something I'm opinionated about, and is generally something that's going to piss someone else off. But basically, there was a thing you could do on Gears of War 2 that effectively cheated the insane difficulty. And I beat that game on insane, on my own, and there were a couple moments that were pretty damn challenging, but for the most it was kind of just the standard Gears of War thing. A little bit like this game, only this game's slightly harder because of the enemies. And what would happen is, if you played in co-op with somebody, they could put the difficulty on casual, you could be on insane, sorry. They could sit in cover, and then the casual guy could run ahead and kill everything. And effectively, you had a little buddy that escorted you through the entire game, because he was on the easiest setting, and he could kill everything super fast, and you could hide. And people did this to cheat the achievement. The first thing I'm going to say is, that is entirely up to you if that's what you want to do. If that's how you want to play, go for it. I will lose all respect for you as a gamer, and if you're somebody that takes pride in your gamer score, and that's how you got that achievement, I personally think that it doesn't count because you didn't earn it. The whole point of achievements is to prove that you did something that other people might not necessarily do. You have a badge of honor to say, I did that, here's proof. A lot of people think it's just people, swinging their electronic penises about like a big pissing contest, but to some people it matters, to others it doesn't. At the end of the day, it's all about how it matters to you, and to me it matters a lot because I've always taken pride in what I do, and one of the things I'm most passionate about is gaming. And I've heard that this strategy works on Gears of War 3, so this extremely challenging campaign that you do on your own, or if you do with friends, which will be equally as tough, is going to be completely diminutized by these people that want to cheat it because they're so afraid of any kind of adversity, they automatically look for the easiest solution to something before they even tried. And I think it's tragic, personally, because you're paying good money for these games, and for you to find the easiest and quickest way to get through them just for the sake of some achievement points, I really don't understand, and I've been an achievement whore for many years, and even then I don't understand it, because surely you want to play your games as opposed to feeling like it's a burden, and surely you should enjoy your games. I mean, sure, you might rent a piece of shit from Love Film or Blockbuster that's, a kiddie's game based off a stupid film that's an easy 1,000, but the games that you buy, you should at least attempt, I believe. That's just how I personally feel. And it saddens me that my guide is going to be out there for the people that want the challenge, only for the people that don't want the challenge to piss on it, and to piss on the very thing it stands on. And yeah, I don't like it, but thanks for watching, guys. The next act is a lot tougher than that one just then, and I will see you in that video. So, as always, you take care now.